Guys, deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Let's talk about Jack Rodwell now. I was just browsing online and then I saw an article. I was like, oh crap, this guy still plays football. This guy is still alive. No disrespect. This guy is still playing football. This guy ain't under a rock. Like, I mean, yeah, he was very much the pilot John Stones, the John Stones before John Stones, like the golden boy. I mean, this guy was playing reserves for Everton at 14 years of age. Was as a 16-year-old made his debut and was pushing on the first team. As an under-16 England player, won the Victory Shield. Played decent in a youth European qualifier, I believe, as well. Got a lot of caps for the under-21s. He was destined to have a career at the top level. Very much earmarked as a wonder kid. Ironically, to make the 2018 World Cup. Earmarked for success for England, and people were just debate. The only major conundrum was, is he going to be a defender long term, or is he going to be a central midfielder? He should, at 26 years of age, which he is now, 10 years on from that wonder kid as a 16-year-old, he should be thinking about the World Cup next year. How is he going to play? He should be one of the England's main players, and whether he'd be a midfielder, DM, or a central defensive option, he should be one of the main players there, eyeing up his chance. Should arguably be City captain now and central to Manchester City and Pep Guardiola's plans. But 10 years on, at 26, he finds himself in the Championship. Far cry, and it just shows potential means nothing, and potential is only one component to having a career. He's had injuries and things like that, but it was really the cash and things like that that really killed his career, man. Like, he was earmarked for success, like I've already told you, man. He's only made, last time I checked in November or something, he's only made 44 starts for Sunderland in the league since 2014. And he's been on 60k wages, so he's made about 10 mil there before tax and things. That's not too bad, and I guess when you look back at it, he's played for England, and he's got 10 mil based on not really playing for Sunderland, so it's good. But it's a far cry from where you earmarked. People saying you're going to be the next John Terry, better than John Terry, pushing these guys. You done your thing at Everton. Everton begged you to stay. Hodgson told you to stay. He said he's not too many. Sure how many starts you would get at City, or he's not sure if you'll get too many starts. And Hodgson's not really right about anything, and I can't believe he's got a job at Palace, but he was correct about you, and that's the same man that gave you your 3 or so England caps. So yeah, sure, you can say you've won. I'm pretty sure you technically won the Premier League by being there for City in 013 and 014. So you've won that, and you played for your country. So on the surface, you've made a lot of money. So on the surface, you've had a successful career. But you could have been so much better. Like, you're going to be remembered as nobody. Sunderland fans already up on your back and want you to leave and things like that. It's just not happening. Your contract's up in 2019, 2020 or something like that at Sunderland. Where you head next, only God knows. And at this point, it is upsetting, man. It's upsetting. You moved to City for 15 million at 2021. In 2 years there, you didn't really start that many. You didn't really start that many games. You made around I'd say about 12 appearances, and you definitely didn't make more than 8 appearances in the Premier League, and you obviously made 2. You made 8 appearances. 8 appearances. No, I'm getting mixed up. He's made 8 appearances this season, only 2 in the league for Sunderland. That's a far cry. You're not playing for Sunderland. I don't the Championship league table too tough, but I'm pretty sure people were saying they could get relegated to League One. So if you can't get into a side like that, you must be really bad, man. In his 2 years at Sunderland, at City, as I meant to say, he can't have made more than 14 appearances in all comps. So that's not that many in the league. So it is quite poor, man. Unfortunately, he's had poor luck with injuries. Injuries have been a big part, and it stayed with him a lot. But it was a poor decision to ultimately join Manchester City as well. Maybe he didn't have guidance as well. I remember seeing some sound bites allegedly that people think you couldn't handle the move to Manchester City at such a young age, at 19, 20, 21, however old you are, with all the speculation of being a wonder kid and things like that. So yeah, you could use that to a degree, but it shows as a reminder for kids, if he stayed at Everton, got his games, and he probably still would have had these injuries, but if he stayed there, got his games, got a run of games, developed, the move would have come. And this shows to young players, yeah, you can have the riches and you can have a fairly decorated career, an okay career, but it's a far cry. Now, whenever you see him, he just looks like a shadow of his former self. Like, from someone that was talked about being an England regular and the next John Terry, or better than John Terry, and he can't even start at Sunderland, and he's only made 2 appearances in the league at the time of making this. It's poor, and it should serve as a reminder to everyone. It's only one component. Potential means nothing unless you make the right decisions, you have a bit of luck, and you have someone that believes in you, and you just don't get sidetracked by riches. So yeah, man. I even pretty sure at some point he was stuck in the under 23s for Sunderland as well. So yeah, man, it ain't been good for him. But guys, deluded Guna, I'm signing out, man. Jack Rodwell. being poor.